Hey everyone, I've seen several of my YouTube friends posting videos lately of like $25 shopping challenges or like, you know, staying within a certain budget for. I haven't really found any though. I love their videos. They're really inspiring to me, and some of their recipe and ideas will work for us just with a little twist, but I haven't found any that really work for like a family of 6. So today I'm just showing you what it looks like to basically shop from home before going grocery shopping. Because as you can see, hoodie on. By the way, it's like 32 degrees here. It is actually, it was 30 this morning. But we have already taken Matt to work. We are going shopping today and going to take care of these dishes later. We only have a little bit of room to do hand washing dishes, and we had a lot of big mixing bowls and stuff, so we're going to take care of that later. But anyways, I'm going to take you through what it's like to shop from home, make a grocery list and a meal plan from what you have first, then just add a couple of things in. So I'm going to preface here as well, it's October and it's already 30 degrees here. Once it starts getting colder, I try not to use anything from this freezer right here. This is our stock up freezer. It has at least 1 week's worth of groceries for us in there, because we live in an area that is notorious for black ice. If you don't know what black ice is, it's where it's warm enough or cold enough to snow, but not warm enough for it to stay snow once it hits the roads. So what it does is it basically covers the road in water. The temperatures freeze overnight and it freezes over top of it. But because we live in a mountainous area, those roads don't thaw the next day. They stay this black sheet of ice. You can't see around it. Your car is going downhill naturally or uphill, and it's a nightmare to drive on it. So we prefer to not have to drive on it. And I know like that's an issue, or that's been a debate for years and years. I'm just explaining why we don't like to drive on black ice, because like you can't see it. And part of our road, there's days that it will snow, and then for a week there is a sheet of ice on that road, because 100% of that one spot gets zero sun, or that spot gets 0% of sunlight on winter days. It's just like the way that the trees are around it. There is no natural sunlight on it for 2 to 3 months at a time. So there's some spots that, because of that, and because like we do get more snow and more ice and stuff too, and because like, you know, you can hear I'm a little hoarse today from allergies, if we get sick, then I don't have to worry about going grocery shopping. So I do have that there. I also have a mini kind of shelf right here where I keep a lot of our bake from scratch goods, our ramen. We also have like pinto beans and cornmeal and stuff like that. Then I have the fridge and freezer, the normal size, or I call it normal size. Apparently when we moved in, we didn't use the agent that was selling the house. We used our own agent. The agent that was actually listing the house for sale was shocked at how big this fridge is, and I'm like, that's a normal size fridge. But anyways, apparently to her it was not. And then we have a full size pantry. Then we have a spice pantry that the cabinet door won't close anymore. Tell me guys what I need to do, if it's replace the hinges, whatnot. It drives me crazy that this doesn't close. And also, like, usually that's the only place my Instant Pot and crock pots can sit, because the outlet's in here. If I had the money, I would redo this kitchen in a heartbeat. And then we also have, this is called our snack pantry. Some of our K-pods are there. Most of them are right here on this cart near our trash can, because that way we can pop one out of the Keurig and then throw the old pot away, get the new one out. And also they're in boxes there, and I'm not really worried about it being that close to trash can. But we have that there as well. We have some additional drink storage. We always keep a case of water on hand. But today what I'm going to do is go through, I want to start with our fresh food. So I'm going to start with our fridge that I just deep cleaned yesterday and got everything out of. I'm going to take an inventory of all of the fresh ingredients we have, and then I'm going to go from there. So I don't just, when I'm doing this, I'm not just looking at dinners. I'm looking at breakfast, lunch, snacks, because I have teenagers, snacks and dinners. And I'm also looking at, do we have coffee creamer? Do we have K-pods? Do we have hot chocolate? Because I found that like on cold days, it feels like everybody's always hungry because they're at home and they're inside all day. But we can make it stretch with hot chocolate or coffees. So I also try to keep hot chocolates and coffees on standby. And I also have like popcorn and dried fruit and stuff like that. So I also inventory like in mind of if, and I mean, you know, I try to be conscious of weight, and I mean, obviously, you know, so I try to be conscious of weight, and I try to like not just let everybody eat all the time, but also, again, when you're home all day and it's really cold, your body's just naturally like, need to eat all the food and sleep all day. So I try to also have breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. Some things to make dessert if we're bored, like to bake desserts ourselves if we want, but that's also not 100% priority. But again, so I'm gonna make sure we have breakfast, lunch, some snack foods, dinner, make sure we have the stuff for coffees, hot chocolates, and just start looking at what we have, pulling it out. As I go along, I'm gonna be using my phone, and I'm gonna make a list on here. I open up, I use Samsung Notes for mine. It's gonna be blurred. There we go. I use Samsung Notes for mine, and you can see at the top I've already started with like things that I need to buy this week, and then started with meal plan. So from there I just start, I do checklist for the individual stuff that we need, and I will literally sometimes start like after I leave Sam's, be like, well, it wasn't at Sam's this week, I'll have to get it next week. And I may start while I'm at the store, or I may start immediately when I get back home. Because tell me, you guys, if you've done this before, the times where like you've got home and immediately remembered something that you need to get from the store. Yeah, I've done that. First thing I do is I start checking all that. Second thing I do, I went on Ibotta last night, and there was a ton of stuff for Thanksgiving prep, because guys, we're getting close to that season. You know, I like to buy Thanksgiving a little bit at a time for, you know, large families. It's easier to just buy some of the dry goods like slowly through the month of October, and then save the fresh stuff for November. So Thanksgiving stuff has already been added to Ibotta this week. Stuffing and gravy, and cranberry juice. You know, we make our own punch. I think that video is up here, but we make our own punch. So the juice is already on sale. And some of these coupons are really good deals. Like there's one for buy one, get one free Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. You know, Matt drinks the zero sugar drinks. So that's a really good deal. So first thing I do is check my list. Second thing I do is I check Ibotta. I kind of reversed the order this time. But also check your Ibotta, Shopkicks, Fetch. Check all those coupon or digital rebates and things, and see if you can add them up. Sometimes, like I think with Ibotta, with some of the rebate stuff I'm getting this week, I may actually get that $20 threshold. I think it's 20 to get it, or to send it to your PayPal. I send it to PayPal. I have a business PayPal card because of our channel. I actually had it because of our Etsy shop, but now it's been transferred to our channel as a business card. So it works just like a debit card. It just takes a couple more days to get out of your bank than a normal debit does. Like, you know, debit sometimes 1 to 2 days. PayPal cards are sometimes 3 to 5. So what I do is I usually just send it straight to PayPal, and then next time I go grocery shopping, I'll swipe the PayPal card instead. Also, again, with like Fetch and stuff like that. And then all of my gift card ones that you have to use gift cards, I will do Walmart, because I can get groceries at Walmart. I can get toilet paper at Walmart. If I want to, you know, treat myself, this hoodie's from Walmart. My Christmas hoodie's from Walmart. So there's also that as well. But that's a lot of the prep. That's a lot of the talking about how. Let me show you a time lapse of looking through the fridge, making a list, and then I will come back in with our meal plan, and then I'll come back in later after we go grocery shopping. I may not do like a full haul, just after we go grocery shopping, what we could get, what we couldn't get, and how we substitute if we put something on our list to get for our budget and then the stores don't have it, because that's something I don't think people talk about a lot. Sometimes you'll go to the store, have a perfectly planned budget, have to stay in budget, and then they don't have that one ingredient you need. What do? So I'm going to talk about that when we get back from the store today. noise in the background, the kids are making oatmeal for breakfast before we head out for the day. Oatmeal makes a really, really great travel day breakfast because they can eat it really quickly. They usually just put it in coffee mugs or in 4 ounces of hot water through the Keurig, add the oatmeal, and then they're done. And then to add protein to it, we just add flax seeds. Some of them choose to do peanuts, or not peanuts, cashews instead. But if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. One of them does peanut butter as well, so that helps. But the one thing I'm not showing on here is we actually do also run everything through our budget. We have a separate spreadsheet where we have a line item for every single bill that we pay, including like our Amazon subscription, our Discovery Plus subscription, phone, gas, groceries, all of that. We have a separate line item for even like homeschooling in October and November. I have a separate line item for Thanksgiving, November and December. I have a separate line item for Christmas, although I started in September this year. One for car maintenance. And then, like I said, all of our bills all on there. I have all of our income sources on here as well of when we'll get each individual thing on here, which, speaking of which, I need to add one on here. But I do put that on here, but I'm not going to show that on screen for you guys because I kind of feel like that's really personal. So I really don't want to show that to you guys. But let's get to the part where I do want to show you guys. So let's put on screen the doc. So I run everything through docs because my brain, it's so much easier to just put everything into a doc and have it organized into separate docs. Like, we have a separate doc just for our family budget and only Matt and I can see it. And then I have a separate doc for just our meal plan and only Matt and I can see it. I will say, like, the kids actually do help because the oldest two are doing cooking as a credit this year. The Umbrella School is allowing us to have pretty much free range of just what we want to do and how we want to teach it to our kids. So it's basically been left up to us. The way that we do it is at least one day, and they cook more than one day a week, but one day a week they have to make one meal either from a recipe or they can, you know, experiment around in the kitchen and do it themselves. So this week they will be doing that as well. But here we are for this week right here. It's what you're going to be seeing right here. I may zoom in a little bit on Premiere Pro Post Edit because, like, there's other weeks in here as well. That actually was from. So what I also do is a lot of this is I roll it over from year to year and I'll save it. October last year I was really bad. I did not. You know what, I'll just reset it. I did not actually put all of it in last year for October because we had a really busy October, but like you can see down here, like the year changes and all that. So I have been putting them in for July, August, September. I just forgot to change the years down here. But this is what we're looking at right now. This is the week that we are looking at, which also means y'all will be getting this about a week late, but I also want to leave time to edit and make sure that I get a decent sized quality video for you guys. So as you see, I have the week that we have up here, and our weeks go Friday to Thursday for meal planning because that's what our budget allows. I go ahead and black out breakfast, lunch, and snack because usually we're already shopping on that time frame. I do down here on the week before have like leftovers. So usually on Fridays, we'll have leftovers like while I'm doing the grocery haul, or on the weeks that I don't do grocery haul because we're traveling or already have like 10 million videos to edit, then we'll just still, while I'm putting groceries away and while we're doing everything we need to do for Busy Friday, we'll still have leftovers, and then this is the breakfast that we're having. That's why it's down here, because technically this is before I go to the grocery store. So I put it down here instead of right here, because I mean, we kind of can't buy it right here if we're eating it right here. So that's why I go ahead and block that out. And then I just cut it off down here. Okay, so for dinner on Friday, we always do like a Pizza Friday, but we've decided to start doing salad to add in a little more vegetable on the Pizza Friday and to cut down. And then this week we are not doing dessert with our Pizza Friday, just a choice that we made. So Saturday breakfast, we're going to be doing banana bread. You saw me pull that out of the freezer and move it to the refrigerator. We were gifted a massive case of bananas for free, so we just bought all the other baking ingredients that we needed to make banana bread. It has walnuts already in it, so I don't have to worry about protein. We do try to make sure there's protein every meal to try to balance out all the carbs. So this banana bread already has the walnuts in it. And we also had several things of like spreadable butter or butter alternative and cream cheese. So we have plenty to go with it as well. And then I'm also putting in the budget to buy some more milk this week, which for my lactose-free one, I actually had a coupon on I bought it this week for under $1 off on the Chobani oat milk. So we're going to try that for her instead this week. But yeah, so I have on there a separate line item for milk and then the oat milk. Saturdays for lunch, we usually buy enough leftover pizza so that people can just eat lunch whenever they want to on at-home Saturdays and can just pull pizza out and eat it whenever they can. Saturday nights, I try to reserve as a time frame for Matt and myself to cook together, because Saturdays, on the at-home Saturdays, it's the only time that I can guarantee that we are for sure doing a meal at home together. So this Saturday, we're going to be trying to do a chicken casserole by ourselves. I've never made one like from scratch by myself before. I just usually am super lazy. I grill the chicken, have the gravy on the side, have the stuffing on the side, and then have a vegetable to go with it. But Matt wants to try it as a casserole and like shred it ourselves. We'll probably still do the chicken grilled on the, our air fryer is the Ninja Foodie Grill. So it's a grill and an air fryer, so we'll probably do that. I may take y'all through that for a recipe video, because that would be pretty fun to do, and also like first time newbie thing is kind of fun to watch for me, and just to see kind of like, it also helps me to see like as I grow. And as some of you all know, like my goal for the channel is, I guess especially as a mom, I love helping teen girls and young college age women, even if they don't choose to go to college, they're still technically called like, you know, the 18, 19, 20s through their, you know, early mid 20s, late 20s, anybody I can help. But like one of my goals is to target helping people who like just got married and are like, I have no idea how to do this from scratch. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to buy that. So that's kind of like one of my goals as well. And like, I know some of this stuff be like, well, I already know how to do that. But somebody else may not and be too embarrassed to ask people. And sometimes the only resources they have is a YouTube video. So that's the reason why I do stuff like this. All right. So Sundays, I've actually started cooking for our sign language Sunday school class. So because like all my kids are in there with us as well, it's like a family class. It's really cool. I love having like one Sunday school class that's a family class. But I started cooking for everybody because I already needed to cook for my family anyways. So we're gonna do biscuits, and I'm gonna put with deli meat. I deleted the whole thing. I hate when it does that. Because I want to do like biscuits with a protein. I've already got cheese on the shopping list, so we'll do that as well. Sorry guys, I forgot to preface. So like what I do is Friday to Friday, you know, block it out. I have breakfast, Matt, and the girls. And when I get down into the week, you'll see why Matt is separate from the girls when it comes to breakfast and lunches. So then I do breakfast, Matt and the girls, lunch, Matt and girls. Girls is including myself. Snacks, I don't always schedule out, but like if I need to remind myself to buy specific stuff, I'll put it in here. But I've already checked. We've got plenty of popcorn and other snack foods, so I'm not going to buy any this week. And then all the dinners go here. And then if we're doing special desserts, they're going here. But this week, we actually don't need to do any kind of special desserts or anything, and we've opted not to, so we're not doing desserts this week. So that would go here. But like also this helps for like if we're doing birthdays, I need to remind myself, hey, I need to buy ice cream or a cheesecake or something like that, because we're not really a big cake family. Anyway, so back to Sunday. We got biscuits with deli meat for breakfast. Sunday lunch, I try to make super easy. We're getting home from church. Everybody's tired. So we are going to be doing the Chick-fil-A chicken bites that are in our freezer that I bought for last week, and we end up not needing them. So that means I have an easy meal for this week. Do the Chick-fil-A chicken bites. I also need to remind myself to get some salad to go with that. Bag salads are so super easy to just add to a meal. And this is why I'm showing you the meal plan first, then the shopping list, because I am literally adding stuff to the shopping list right now as we're looking at the meal plan. So Chick-fil-A bites, and then we'll do a bag salad, and then I might pick up chips to go with this, because doing I know I just said not doing dessert because trying to be a little bit healthier and all that, but like sometimes having like healthier versions of chips is still easier than like not doing anything at all, because you find yourself snacking more than you need to if you don't have something. And then Sunday night dinner, Matt and I have been wanting to do fish for a while. We bought these frozen fish fillets. Been wanting to do them for a while. Sunday night would be a good time for us to actually sit down and do them. So that's what we're going to do for, we already have like the steamed vegetables, the rice is made in the Instant Pot, all of that. So that'll work out pretty good. Alright, Mondays. You see Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I have these things on here called snack packs. They are things that I get at Aldi's, and they come in a 3-pack, and they're literally just little snack packs with, sometimes they have dried fruit and nuts and cheese, and then sometimes they have just like a beef jerky and cheese. So I'm going to get some of those, or I'm going to get 1 pack of those to go with his breakfast for the week. The girls and I do not eat those because number 1, it'd be super expensive to buy one for every single person. Number 2, the reason why I get these is that they're small portions because he eats breakfast and lunch at work, and he wants a small portion breakfast. So like for us, it wouldn't be as practical at home. So instead, we do meals at home that like he wouldn't get to do. Like we're going to do, on Monday, we're going to do toast, and then there's like a bunch of spreadable cream cheese left over from where he bought bagels a while back, and the cream cheese is still fine. So we're going to finish off some of the cream cheese by doing toast with it, and toast is cheaper than doing bagels. And I can do like 5 pieces of toast on our air fryer in like 3 to 5 minutes. And I also have a toaster, so that works out really well. So on Monday and Thursday, I've got on here beef jerky, cheese, and veg. I've been buying the beef jerky sticks at Sam's Club in bulk, and they hold for quite a while in the fridge. And we have a special snack drawer. You saw me opening and closing that a little bit. That's a drawer that I put just Matt's breakfast and lunch foods in, and all of his snack foods in, so that the kids know, hey, this is for Dad, this is for his meals, you know, don't get into it whenever we're wanting snacks. And then I put like cheese cubes in the bottom drawer, the cheese drawer, and the kids know they can access those anytime that they need like a just a light snack or something, because I have one that every now and then, just if she doesn't get a snack, she's going to pass out. So I went ahead and tried to keep all that. The veg this week, I'm just going to pick up a bag of baby carrots, and that's going to be in our veggie drawer. And then for lunch, while the kids could probably have some repeat meals as well, I try not to try to keep it changed up for them. Because, I mean, it's just a lot easier with kids to try to do something different every single day. So for Monday, we're just going to do cheese roll-ups. I had plenty of shredded cheese left over this week, so all I'm going to do is buy tortillas. We also already had salsa and other sauces and things. So we're going to do the cheese roll-ups for our lunch with the baby carrots as well. And then Monday night dinner, the meal that the kids picked this time is meat pies. We already had the gravy. We need to get the meat. I think I've already done that in the recipe video. If I did, it'll be up in the cards. All I need to buy for that is the meat and the pie crust, which the meat that I buy is at Sam's, and it comes in a pack where you can do 2 meals out of it. At least our family can. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to jump down real quick. But on Wednesday, I have dirty rice on here. I have 3 boxes of dirty rice in the pantry, and they already had ground beef here. So all I'm going to do is take the leftover ground beef from here and move it to here. And they're fine cooking it for like both meals at one time. They actually really like to help stretch to other meals as well, not just focus on just solely their meal for that week. So they're going to be doing meat pies, and then we'll probably find some kind of veg in the pantry or one of the freezer bags to go with it as well. I might suggest to them, we actually have this one bag of veg that I wanted to try that's in the freezer still. It's like a sweet potato one with like cranberries and stuff in it. So we may try to steam that to go with this meal. Tuesday, super simple. We have oatmeal. You'll see on my shopping list in a minute. I found a coupon on Ibotta for oatmeal cups that are like the ramen cups you've been seeing me buy from Matt, where I can send him with a thermos of hot water. He can add the water himself as much as he wants. You let it set, and then you stir and you go, which is basically the same thing I was doing, but instead of having packets, it'll already be in a bowl that he can dispose of when he's done. And then I think I found some. I saw one where it said there was some with protein, and then I saw the one with the bowls. I'm hoping I can find the bowl ones with the protein, because again, like, we try to find a little bit of protein to add to each meal to balance out the carbs. So that's our goal for his, will be that, and then ours will be at-home oatmeal that we'll make, again, using the Keurig, 4 ounces of water in a coffee mug for our breakfast, and then we add flaxseed at home. And then Tuesday lunch, carry over again. If it's both lines, that means it's for both Matt and the girls. We're going to be doing sandwiches. What I'm going to do for us at home is we're going to pull out some Sister Schubert rolls. And we're going to do them in the air fryer for 5 minutes on 390 on air fry, and then we're going to open them and then put some of the shredded cheese on top of them, and then we'll have like cheese sandwiches. And then we could also use some of the leftover chips from Sunday right here. Matt has a box every couple of months, I buy him a box of the variety chips. Sometimes I get the one with the peanut butter cookies, or the peanut butter sandwiches and the cookies in them. But this time I got just the chips. It has like the chili cheese, salt, and vinegar. So I will just randomly grab one of those on his sandwich days and throw that in. Tuesday night dinner, I have Alfredo. We bought a big box of the elbow macaroni from Sam's recently, and we also buy the Alfredo sauce there because number one, we can't find anywhere else, and number two, it's cheaper to just get it at Sam's. So all I have to do is I could use a little bit of leftover meat from here for Monday and for Wednesday, because we probably won't need that much for Wednesday night, and do it. B, we also have frozen meatballs that we could do. Or C, to kind of break up the beef here, we also have a bag of frozen chicken. One of the things we keep in stock is a bag of frozen chicken breast from Sam's. If you put them in the air fryer on grill on medium for 40 minutes, you gotta do 10 minutes and then 30 minutes because it won't do 40, but do 10 minutes and then put it back on for 30 minutes. They cook really well, has a nice crispy outside, tender inside. I may show a video of Matt doing those because he figured out how to do these to where they're like perfect. And you take them straight from frozen to cook within 40 minutes. It's great. So we may do that. And then we also have like some bacon bits we can add as well. I know it's 2 proteins. And then we also keep tons of bags of broccoli, because I can get frozen broccoli for one meal for 95 cents per person. And all these quality frozen broccoli is really good. We don't have any of the stem pieces that you can't chew or anything like that. So we keep that on hand. So we have everything we need to make Alfredo. So I don't have to purchase any of that this week. Wednesday, again, snack pack. Biscuits, I buy in bulk from Sam's. We buy them frozen. It's cheaper to buy them frozen than it is to buy the can. Wednesday lunch is going to be ramen. I try not to put oatmeal and ramen on the same day with him, even though both require hot water in a thermos, because we found that the only thermos that fits in his lunchbox will not actually hold enough water for oatmeal and the ramen. The ramen actually takes quite a bit of water. So I try to make sure that I have the thermos on separate days for the oatmeal and the ramen. So he's going to take a ramen cup from the pantry, and then the girls and I are going to make ramen at home. We do this one of 2 ways. One, we make it as like a faux soup and add steamed vegetables to it. Number 2, we drain most of the liquid off and add sesame oil to it and seasonings that way. And we still add a steamed vegetable to it. And then for our protein, there's bacon bits in the fridge. It's like bacon crumbles. You get it in a big bag of Sam's. And then for dinner on Wednesday night, we are going to be doing the dirty rice. And I might add a can of carrots to that as well, or add some more peppers and onions to this meal to add more veg to it. Thursday, we're going to pull out some more frozen banana bread. I will pull it out on Wednesday, and if I put it in the fridge Wednesday morning when I'm making breakfast, or when the kids are making breakfast, depending on who wants to do it that day, then it will be thawed by Thursday morning. Send 1 muffin for Matt, and then send banana bread for us as well, which is why we like doing it in the bowl, the bread pans and the casserole dishes, and doing muffins, because muffins work well for him. Sorry you guys, my voice keeps going in and out. Thursday, again, he's doing the beef jerky, cheese, and veg. Matt doesn't mind doubling up on meals as long as I spread them out. He doesn't complain if I send him the same thing every single day. I want to give him more variety though, so I try to spread it out a little bit. Thursdays, we do soup. Matt will eat soup. He's just not like a just eat soup guy. Whereas the girls and I can just eat a bowl of soup. If we need something else to go with it, we've got crackers. So I try to reserve soups for lunches at home for the girls and me. He will, like I said, he will eat soup. It's not his first choice. And usually with soup, I need to do something else with it as well. And again, like, I just try to balance out everybody's favorites. I talk mostly about Matt because, like, I want Matt to be able to have what he likes as well. But also, like, if I went through and talked about what each of the girls like individually, every single one of them loves fish. A lot of them don't, but they'll tolerate it. And then all of them love Alfredo. But one of them usually prefers, like, more marinara than the Alfredo sauce. So we usually carry both sauces. Like, I could go through all that. I usually just talk about Matt because, I don't know, because he's my husband and I love him. Anyways, Thursday dinner, we have 3 dozen eggs that were left in the fridge. We still have biscuits in the freezer. Even if we do biscuits here for breakfast on Wednesday, we should still have some for dinner Thursday. Or we had enough baked goods in the pantry that if they want to make pancakes for Thursday night dinner, because sometimes the ones that cook here also like to cook here and then add the younger ones in as well. So we have plenty of food to make at home. We have plenty of food to make at home breakfast right here. Friday morning snack pack, because it's so easy to just throw in his lunchbox. I'm not doing oatmeal for him there because these come in a 3-pack and I want to use up the 3-pack. So I'm not going to do oatmeal for him there so that he can have his last snack pack for the week. We do oatmeal because, again, oatmeal's easier on travel days. And then usually for lunch, I just put leftovers. If we end up running short on something, the girls and I may pick something up while we're out. And then I may, if I don't have, like, anything else left over to send for him here, or, like, you know, I'll either do beef jerky and cheese again, or I'll do ramen here, and just ask him what his preference is. I feel like that was a really long video, but I'm hoping that you basically get the concept of what we're doing. So basically, it's a lot of just, like, checking your pantry, checking your freezer, checking to see what you have, and then just going through and making a meal-by-meal list. And honestly, when I first started doing any kind of meal planning, we were newlyweds. I had never done meal planning. I came from like a mixed group of family. One family member did a lot of hamburger helper. Another one made everything from scratch but never wrote the recipes down, so I never learned how to make it unless they were standing there right there telling me how to add every single thing to it. Another family member did meals completely different, and I probably lean more towards doing meals the way that she did it. And like, she goes grocery shopping like every other day for her stuff. So, but I only get like one, I choose to only take one day a week so that I can spend more time at home homeschooling or traveling, because I don't want to do grocery shopping like multiple days a week. So I choose to do it one day a week. So that's just kind of how we do it. And then again, so on here, I'll just show you because screen share is going to be obnoxious. So here is basically our shopping list and everything we're going to do. I will do a really quick, I'm sorry it took like forever to explain the meal plan, but I was hoping that you kind of got the concept there and how we do the planning and all that. But let's go grocery shopping, and then I will show you if there's any changes or substitutions when we get back. We're back from the store a couple hours later, well, several hours later, and we didn't have to make any substitutions this time. It's crazy because normally I have to make some kind of substitution. I was kind of hoping I would have to do at least one to kind of show you guys what I do when there's substitutions being made, but we didn't have to. Plus, I got a Christmas calendar for Matt. It's a advent calendar. They had them at Sam's that has like Ghirardelli chocolate in it, and Lindor's, I think, but it has like nice chocolate in it per person. So, and then in 2 weeks we get to pick up the ones from Aldi's, and I'm super excited about that and seeing what all the new advent calendars they have for this year are. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Is I want to take you through like start to finish process of meal planning, budget keeping, and all that. And I will say, yes, we did stay within, right now we do around $300 all in groceries, household items, whatever we need for that week, and we stayed right at around $300. Out of that money I am deducting, we did have a little bit of Christmas expense cost in that if stuff comes up that it's for Christmas and we just need to get it, we do it. So we did. I'm deducting it from our Christmas expense fund from that, but groceries stayed within that $300 budget. It was still a little bit more, and we actually honestly didn't get mostly like groceries this week. Most of what we needed was detergent, cleaners, stuff like that, so we got that this week. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.